that these persons, so eminent is their position and so important they are, that they can disable the highest officer of the civil servant of the state from taking a call on sanction. We are giving you as a last chance, how many days? 10 days time to take a decision. If failing which, we are going to issue a rule of contempt upon you. Reject the bail application. Because of the influence of the accused persons in custody, the Chief Secretary did not have time to consider 4,000 pages in 1.5 years. That's what we are saying. That is no justification to enlarge on bail. Mr. Advocate General, please give us a time frame within which he can go through 4,000 pages. 8 weeks. We are directing the Chief Secretary to do it. Mr. Advocate General, please understand, the Election Commission can have its role. MCC cannot stand in the way. Because last time the report of the officer was, because of MCC guideline, I cannot do it. It's not a policy decision. Every step of paper which is in the Election Commission, because they directing the past formula in Chief Secretary. All of the time, that is far. Mr. Please consider this. This is a case which has been monitored by the High Court. Look at the requirement of sanction. Requirement of sanction is to weed out frivolous prosecution. Now, conviction otherwise is later on. But can you say that the prosecution, which is a product of monitoring by the High Court, is a malicious, vexatious or frivolous one? Difficult to say. Difficult to say. I won't say that it is impossible. Maybe very remote, extreme situation, one can make out a case like that. But this is not so. Second comes section 19. You don't have to see anything in 19. It's an automatic sanction. Because in 197, you have to see whether it was in discharge of official duty or it was beyond discharge of official duty. Authorities galore, allegations of corruption, by no stretch of imagination, gives the umbrella of cover. This is one. Secondly, as I said, 19 is an automatic sanction. Now, we would have otherwise mandated him to take a decision in a particular manner, but because it's a discretion left to him, we are keeping it open for him. But in 2G case, there was a direction for deemed sanction. We would be inclined to give a direction of that nature, that within 2 weeks, if you don't take a decision, we will direct a deemed sanction in these cases.
Respect. One is that I am seeking some time. Second is, my lord, I would make some research and come back. But whether, my lord, in this jurisdiction, those directions are feasible or not?
Why? We will love you to address us on this. Because the prayer for bail by Mr. Basu and Mr. Ganguly is on the ground of delay. And your officers are standing in the way of progression. There we have the incidental jurisdiction to unlock the prosecution, remove the roadblocks, and thereby examine the prayer for bail in the light of smooth progress of trial. We would definitely not have gone into this issue if the prayer for bail before us was not on the ground of delay in trial. Their main allegation, main submission is, look here, we are, as Mr. Basu said, 20 months in custody. Primary investigation by CBI is over. Maybe some incidental investigation, we will get ourselves acquainted with that. There are a host number of witnesses. Trial is stalled because sanction is not being given. Now, in this situation, will you say that we are exceeding our jurisdiction if we call upon that officer to say, sir, please enlighten us. when you are going to exercise your statutory duty.
But
And
as
in
I-
that situation, if we see,
yes.
there are two ways of looking at it. And if that situation, and we made it very clear to your officer on the last occasion, or rather the government pleader on the last occasion. And in that situation, if we see that the highest officer of the state is dragging his feet, he's already been doing it for 1.5 years, dragging its feet, we would have to take a call, not on sanction, but on the bail. That these persons, so eminent is their position and so important they are, that they can disable the highest officer of the civil servant of the state from taking a call on sanction.
Well, on the merits of the bail application, well, I cannot say
You
anything.
not say anything.
Yes.
Your limited area, Mr. Advocate General,
Yes.
is your officer has a statutory duty to see that the prosecutions conducted in the state of West Bengal are carried out without unnecessary roadblocks and hindrances.
Right.
Now, one of the things which we notice is there is an inordinate time taken by him, and that would definitely, in ordinary circumstances, inure to the benefit of the accused and enable them to get bail. What we need to see is this recalcitrance a part of bureaucratic inertia engineered to derail the prosecution? If
Possibly
that
not.
is so, if we would definitely not say, Mr. Advocate General, we are very conscious of the role of the constitutional authorities, and we will never make a comment with regard to an institution per se. But what we notice here is a species of indolence. And this species of indolence make us wonder, is it manipulated? Is it red tapeism or otherwise? Now, if it is manipulated, we feel in this jurisdiction, we need to pierce that veil and thereafter take a call on bail. That bail would definitely be, but if this roadblock remains, consider, we give them bail and your officer goes on. This is today now, we have got election. Tomorrow we have got a 5-year plan program. What takes precedence? Criminal justice administration in the sovereign scheme of things, as much as the democratic requirements of complying with directives of the election commission. So do
We
hand
have
in
to
hand.
balance. We have to balance
Do
between.
hand in hand. We are giving you as a last chance, how many days? 10 days time to take a decision. If failing which, we are going to issue a rule of contempt upon you.